enforcement leaving their truck running. I think APD's truck is on, polluting. Got 2 code enforcement. The bulldozers just showed up. This Abescape is one of the new city's contractors, I believe. It's a landscaping company. They're bringing a track loader, Bobcat, small bulldozer. And we are at Old Koenig Lane, Koenig. And the cops are coming in aggressively, telling people they gotta leave immediately. This is where people live. They actually should be evicted properly under law. They've been here for more than a year. It's an abandoned property. There were 2 live music studios operating off-grid in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to set up the camera here, guys. I don't know if I have all the right equipment. Hi, what's your name and badge number? Yeah, I don't answer.
Oh, I don't have a badge number. My name's David Downing. That's
David
a good-looking camera, though.
Oh yeah, man.
That's
It's just a Sony. It's not that much.
Yeah, no, it's you got a rig and a cage.
Yeah.
And a go camera.
Recently repaired from someone that was didn't like me filming the government.
Oh, okay.
They smashed it, so I put tape on it.
Yeah, so if you want to stay in the right-of-way, publicly owned right-of-way, film whatever you want. Don't set foot on that private property.
Or what?
If you don't own it, don't get on it.
Or what?
Because it's trespassing and you'll be arrested.
So you'll arrest me?
I won't.
But yeah.
The police officers will arrest you
well,
because it's trespassing.
I hope you do. I sincerely hope you do.
That's fine.
Okay. Any other threats?
No threats. It's just it's advice.
Are y'all threatening everybody?
Those police officers,
I see them.
You can film them from the public right-of-way if you want.
I am.
Police officers
already
are
am.
advising people to remove themselves from private property. So if you
What's
don't
your
own
name? Your name?
That's Kenneth.
Kenneth Kettle?
Yes.
He doesn't talk much. Is he mute?
No, he's not mute.
Okay, just checking.
Who are you?
None of your damn business. Who are you?
That's why I ain't gonna talk to you.
You work for me. That's who you are.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Hey.
Hey.
No.
Hey. I just talked to a veteran that lives out here.
I'm a veteran too.
I just talked to a veteran. I see that you're a veteran.
Just stay in the right-of-way.
Y'all
just stay in the public
People
right-of-way.
died for our rights. Just to let you know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I did that.
Okay, so someone else that lives here is also a veteran.
And I hope those guys get kicked out and arrested. You know why?
Because they're veterans.
They're burning down the building.
That was a
everything.
fire set by somebody else. You don't have your facts straight, man.
yours.
He's also an investigator. He also investigated the fire. He went.
He did
No,
not.
he doesn't.
Yeah, he did.
He's living
No,
here.
that's something contrived in your
Hey,
mind. That's
I
not
just
true.
talked to him.
That's not true.
I just talked to him.
Hey,
Austin Fire
that's
Patrol.
my number. You can call anybody you want.
Okay, man. Tear your
Stay in
ass.
the right-of-way.
Just leave me alone.
All right.
I suggest y'all just leave me alone unless you want to get more.
Get more what?
Get more verbiage.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, I'm threatening to yell at you.
Oh, you can yell at me
That's
all
what I'm
day
saying.
long.
I'll tell you guys a little bit about the law anytime you want to know about it.
That concrete line is public property. Stay in the public property.
Yeah, actually, it's about 8 foot, isn't it? It's about 8 foot.
Why don't you read the rules and regulations?
Tell me the ordinance number and the definition of it.
Show me a map. Show me a map.
Hey, come on.
Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? All y'all have done is threaten me. You haven't offered any real other than your names. You haven't said anything.
I hope you have a lovely lunch today. I'm not threatening you.
It's not time for lunch.
These police officers about it if you
I can
want.
talk to them
You worry
fine.
about COVID?
Huh?
You worry about COVID?
I'm a trout law man.
What the hell's that?
I fish for trout.
So you
Rainbows,
you're
brookies,
fishing down
Germans,
here? Are you scared of
spotted. I'm scared of your face. These guys are threatening me for no reason, officers. For absolutely no reasons. They're harassing me. He's daring me to come over there. He's telling me to come over there. That code enforcement keeps telling me to come over there, and he's daring me to come over. Hey, Black, what's going on? We met before.
I am fine, sir.
Okay, cool. What do you guys need? You want to talk to me? What's your name, officer? The other officer, what's your name?
I don't have any business with you, sir.
You don't have any business? Do you have a badge number and a name? Because I asked. All right, thank you. I said thank you. I didn't cuss. Did I cuss? So we got another truck here. There's actually a lot of stuff in here.
Waiting on David, see what.
Huh. So whatever.
I guess they have some.
Yeah.
They're already boarded up. So I boarded up this building the other day. There's a tent outside the fence, and they're harassing these people. There's several people living in this tent that have been displaced. I can't really tell how many people there are, but I am going to set up my camera equipment, whether they like it or not. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna put y'all down because nobody's giving their IDs out here apparently. We're under the homeless laws where the actual laws and policies don't apply. That's where we're at right now. This is the dark underbelly of Austin. That's the gentrifying, displacement. They're laughing about everything, having a good time, with talking about COVID or whatever. So, it's all funny, but really it's not funny because people died for our rights. Some people here are veterans. It's not funny at all what the government thinks they'll do to you when you come back from war, risking your life for them. They're all over me, Tyler. They're all over me. They've already threatened to arrest me a couple times. Puppy dog, you okay? I'm sorry, puppy dog. She's having a hard time. This is why I do this. I wanted to show it. They're all worried about me filming. They're all worried about me. I guess I'll leave it where it was. Code enforcement's laughing. Having a good old time while they harm people. Really sick. Veteran or not, it's really sick. People on the streets are your neighbors. They're residents of Austin. They're Austinites. They're not enemy combatants. You should have been properly decommissioned, properly debriefed on the rights of the Americans that you're actually supposed to be fighting for. Not just for oil and poppy. It's not about oil and poppy. It's about hope.
The guy that just walked up to me told me to come in December the 10th. Going along there.
Oh, one of these guys told you to go. Okay, so
Forgot to tie my shoes. Forgot it was half tied.
I need to move the car.
Háblale.
Hola.
I can't do nothing.
Yeah, I'll go and walk in this way now.
But I told you. Get it done and then coming up fires and they're like, Paul, yeah. Because that's nice. Y'all can get that and take care of it. Next time earlier.
I know.
Because I was asking her where in the hell you were.
Yeah, well, I got
came
stuck
up
over
and
here.
saw it. Yeah.
Got stuck over here.
Yeah, so Paul's up.
Yeah, no, that was the reason I got up. Yeah, we just had so much going on. Trying to get everything.
What did you find phone like with the passcode you did?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I have.
Still, to make contact and find out, it's better to find out. You wonder. This is going to be one. I don't know where else to go. So right now, nobody's called it in. That's the county. So right now, nobody's called it in. If somebody calls that in, I have to get out there.
What we can talk about. There's going to be a ranking and so forth, but
Yeah.
all the
Taking over this church's parking lot, which is not their property. Yeah. They're going back behind this camp to go after the camp first. They're not worried about the trash. They're going after the camp first. Typical city operation. I'll go down here a little bit. So they're getting the okey doke from code compliance. That's the same guy that he talked to yesterday or recently that said that they were fine. They could move, they were going to start at a different area. They wouldn't start with their camp, and that they could apparently put some stuff inside until they get to it, and then they can figure out how to move it. Because there's a lot of studio equipment in here. They had 2 music studios in here. There's a lot going on over here. APD's messing with this guy. There's another one. Huh. Hey, how's it going? They're in there. What's up? What's going on? They making you move? They bothering you? Are they bothering you? I saw you sleeping, resting. They making you move? Oh, that's real nice. They tell you where you can go?
It's not the property.
Okay, but legally, they told you to break the law, right?
Huh?
They told you to go do, like, did they tell you where you could lawfully go?
Yeah, I guess I'll talk to you.
Yeah, okay. Way over there, yeah, way over there. They're just bullying you, but it's cool. I got them on camera. They got their body cams. Y'all's body cams on, Black and No Name? Y'all got your body cams on? When y'all do street work? Do y'all do your body cams or not? Has he got your ID, sir? In his hand? It's not yours? Anything you say or do may be used against you in a court of law, just to let you know. You have some rights. You have the right to remain silent and obscured from the public and to hide from the public. You have the right to be a human being and try to act like one once. You have the right to show honor of your oath and your professionalism, not bully marginalized communities that are just resting. You have the right to sleep yourself. If you ever want to take a nappy poo in your car, I'll be here to let you know you have a right to take a nappy poo, find your thin blue line blanket, get cozy. Hopefully it doesn't have your name on it because that might disturb you. Apparently you're embarrassed of your lineage or an embarrassment to your ancestors. Police reform for slave patrols. Just to let you know that.
Hey, you go to the contact here.
This is Karen.
Yes, I am very happy to see you.
Awesome. What's your name?
I run the preschool at the church, and this has been an eyesore
Yeah.
for months now, and these poor people need to find their spot.
They're just being told to move to your neighborhood. They're being told to move around in your neighborhood right now. They're not. There's nowhere they can go.
Yes,
They were here. They were here for over a year.
I know.
And some of your community went and burnt.
Out of here for the past year.
Some of your community burnt them out. Hey Karen, some of your community burnt that building. They came and burnt them. Y'all are doing racist harm. How very white of you to say that stuff. How very, very white of you to say that. What are you doing, Black? I'm having a conversation. Get out of the way. Get your face out of my way. I'm trying to talk to this lady. I'm impeding what traffic? I'm on the sidewalk. Oh, I'm impeding traffic. She's impeding traffic. Go talk to her.
Yeah.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. No, thank you. Nice meeting you, Karen. I'll see you around town. So when she was talking to the officer was impeding traffic. Officer, you guys are in the roadway. You're violating the law right now. You're in the roadway, impeding traffic, causing problems, trying to be anonymous, refusing the ID. You know Robin Henderson? You ever heard that name? She said call her anytime. I have a problem with any of you guys. Guess what? I have a problem with any of you guys. There's Denver. He's a police narc. Here we are. Come talk to your buddies. See you, Denver. Narc. So there's nothing but narcs and cops out here. So they're not even going after the area first where people are, but they're going after the area where people are and telling them they gotta go.
Ask them if they need any help.
Yeah, they told me that they...
No, the ones being swept. You ask them if
Yeah,
they
I've been
need help?
talking to them for days. Where have you been? You gonna film? You gonna hold the police accountable?
No, but I'm not gonna keep the hornet's nest, man.
I'm not kicking the hornet's nest. I'm holding the police accountable.
That's it.
You don't know what you're talking about as usual.
Oh, yes, I do, man. Remember, I've been out here for a decade.
Yeah, I was out here for 20 years.
No, you
Yeah, I was.
weren't.
Yeah, I was.
You weren't.
Yeah, I was. Bye.
Yeah.
See you later, Narc.
Uh-huh.
Your buddies are right here. You want to talk to them? Shake their hands.
I'm not
Tell them a
gonna
great
whoop your ass,
job.
man.
Tell them a great job. Yeah. Tell them you're threatening to whoop people's asses.
Nobody's gonna be killed.
Who?
You
Oh.
wanted me to start some shit cops.
Oh, yeah?
And I remember that,
Like
man.
this
I'm
right
never-
here?
I'm never gonna
Like this
forget
right
that.
here? Like this right
That
here?
could've got me killed.
We can all get killed at any
Yeah.
time by the cops. You don't face your fears. Face your
I'm
fears.
brown. I'm colored.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't look like you.
Uh-huh.
I ain't privileged like you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not.
Well, we all have to fight for our rights, no matter what
Go help
levels we
them.
have.
Go help them.
Help
Instead of
the
helping
help the
yourself.
cops.
Go help the people who are on the streets.
I thought I was helping
yourself.
you because you're
And that's
taking
all
up
you
all
do,
my
you help
time.
yourself, man.
You're taking on my
Fuck,
time.
man.
Bye, Denver. Pro police activist. Acts like he's a street activist, but he's scared of these cops. I understand people's fear. but it's also called cowardice. I mean, if you need to have a survival instinct, you need to know what your limits are for sure. But filming the cops is not fighting the cops. The reason that they're all mad today is because I'm filming, but it's totally legal. He's getting his lotion on his hands. He's dropping his lotion. Anyhow, I want to see what's going on with the camp. In a way, Denver's right. I was just coming to see what's going on. There wasn't any. Oh, there's people over here across the street. People have gathered. What's up, Ty? Scratch. Are they taking everything? What? I thought y'all had an arrangement with them. They lied. So they're sneaking up behind on this church property. So they got a criminal trespass over here. Do they have a criminal trespass on the church property yet? No criminal trespass there, right? Alright, I'm gonna go over here and see what they're doing from the back. Buenos dias, senor. Plant, water, strive, live life is their motto. And this is Abescape. ABESCAPE. License number Ronald Mary 1378. Trailer license number not available. It's illegal. It's a violation of the law. Yeah. And I don't see them actually. I think they're talking about the stuff inside is being taken. They had, you know, lived here for a year. They got a lot of different gear, survival gear, music gear, all sorts of gear. Yeah, they're not over here, but this is the remainder of the encampment that they had to move outside the gate. They are outside the gate, but the police and the code enforcement are saying that no matter where they go, they're illegal. They're saying if you go across the street, someone's going to call in on you. You heard it possibly on the live stream. May not have came in clear. It was the bearded gentlewoman that from code enforcement was telling one of the people here, one of the residents, that they were across the street and that wasn't good either. So there's nowhere they can. That guy's a narc. I wouldn't even talk to him. That idiot right there. I've known him for a long time. He just threatened to beat me up for filming the cops just now. He's scared of cops because he works with them. What are you gonna do, Denver? You gonna film the cops or stand there? So I am wearing my press ID, just to let you know. Let's flip around for a second, so. But, hello. Feel free to pass on through, or not. Whatever. So I think I got the best view. This is just a regular cleanup over here, mostly. I don't exactly know what's going on, but they've been forced to leave and abandon all their property. I think it's the deal. I think they've been forced to abandon all their property. It's cool because Austin has a big heart. Developers have rights. Regular people don't have rights, but rich people have rights. They're going to turn this into a condo for rich yuppies, gentrifiers. 0343 is the unit number of that officer that won't identify. License plate 143-0159, I believe. It's a little far now. There's the other. Well, they came together. This car's still running. 16B366, just sitting here, nobody in it. Not a car, it's a giant F-150 8-cylinder truck, polluting the environment, causing us to need more fossil fuels to have reasons to go into the Middle East and other areas, including I want to say Nicaragua. There's some South American states that have that we've had wars down in there for oil, for American oil. Middle East, we've had wars for American oil and gas, and we're sitting here running vehicles 24/7 all over Austin that are petrochemical, causing us to go to war and causing us to have poor quality of life. Benzene in our air, pollutants, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide in our air from combustion of fossil fuels. And you know, I'm not saying fossil fuels don't have a place, but I'm saying liquid natural gas engines are clean. And natural gas is just a byproduct of oil, bacteria on top of the oil, releasing methane and other byproducts, gases to, here goes the bulldozer. No big deal. At least the yuppies are safe, right? But yeah, Denver's over here mucking around. He doesn't know anything about this stuff. He actually used to tell the police and the city crews to sweep black people living in tents. He said they were trashy. He got them swept, and he was only mad when he got swept. He's way up in there too. Let's see what happens with him. I don't mess with him. You all right, Tyler? He's defending their camp. That's good. I'll film and get arrested. I got enough arrests. I'm trying to teach the man. It's not that I hate him. He just keeps threatening to beat me up because I advocate harder than he does. And he takes money from the city and works with the police, works with these agencies that are doing these sweeps. He works with the homeless agencies of the city. He basically is a token for them so they can say they have community involvement. He's with the AHAC group, the housing group. He's the groups that do terrible harm to the city. I mean, to the residents that are marginalized. They're arresting him right now. It's too late for you. That's why I didn't go over there. He pulled away. They're going to attack him. They don't hate me. They don't hate him as much as they hate me. They would have already beat me up. I got that on 2 cameras. I'm glad that was live streamed. So he's trying to avoid them go off property, and they won't let him. They're making him go a certain direction. See, they would have already arrested and beat me up for that. And then I wouldn't be filming. Everyone has to find their place. But he's not filming, I don't think. Well, maybe he is.
All I asked was me to help them. I don't have to do a trespass. I haven't done anything wrong. You know?
He's right.
First and last name.
Yeah, what's your first and last name? They're talking to their supervisors, seeing if they can arrest him. He basically repeats everything I taught him, which is good. Just he has too much respect for these police officers. And then they do stuff like this to him, and then he doesn't have respect for him no more. Good for Denver. He did something right. He actually played a police officer at Houston-Tillotson University in pretend sweeps. It was like a, what do you call it? A play? A skit? Workshop? I'm not sure. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can let you guys down for a second. Oh, okay. My fault. Austin's got such a big heart. Austin's got such a big heart. They force people into illegal areas, making citizens illegals, as it were. Pardon the term, but they make it unlawful to exist, to be human, to rest, to take a nap anywhere, to seek shelter from the storm anywhere, even if the building's not even being used. Even if you have an established domicile there. Established domicile should give you squatters' rights. You should have to be evicted properly under the state law, as I understand it, but hey, I'm not a lawyer, look it up. What's your name? Still no name? We're still doing that? Who else you gonna arrest out here and harass? Have you followed your oath lately? You aware that you took an oath when you signed on to be a law enforcement officer? Protect and serve. Isn't that what it says on the side of the car? It says, let's read it because I know it's wrong. It says this BS. What does that say? Keeping you, your family, and your community safe. Blood on the badge. Blood on the badge. Definitely blood on the badge. Whoop. Blood on the badge. So there was a woman named, her street name was Hymn, like H-Y-M-N, like a biblical hymn. And she, this last freeze, a couple months ago, I believe it was, everything she had to keep herself alive was in her small pop-up tent, whatever you want to call it. And she lived on the streets in the tent. And I talked to a man who was flying a sign on South Austin, and he said that she had everything she needed in that tent, and that's all she needed was what was in that tent and to survive. And then the city came and took everything that she owned one day before the freeze, like the day before the freeze, I believe it was. And I want to interview this guy to get all the exact details, and I just have to find him again, and I don't remember what he looks like. I just know where he flies the sign, so I'm hoping to come across him in my travels and my duties to the public, keeping us safe. She died after they took her tent. She froze to death and died. Blood on the badge. Her name was Him. It's unsafe for women on the streets. The city does everything they can to make it unsafe. And a lot of people die. Between 300 and 400 people, maybe more, I believe, die in Austin. The medical examiner, the police department, the public information office will not be forthcoming with the deaths on the streets. And it's through purposeful and negligent homicide. Purposeful, they're driving people to kill themselves. They're driving people to freeze to death. They're driving people to go to unsafe locations. And when someone's in a safe location, I mean, it's safer in this building than it is on the streets, theoretically. At least that's what people tell me here. So they're driving people out on the streets where they'll be targeted for being on the streets. And that's not right. I mean, there are property rights here, there's private property rights here, but you know, there's also human rights. And I think we've forgotten that the human rights are international. Property rights are state, usually. He was all threatening me earlier. Now he's all quiet. This is what he caused. This is what he did. He's looking at all the people that he just told that they're going to get called in on if they go over there. So no matter where you go, you're under arrest for being poor. You're getting ticketed for being poor, for resting. Here's a memorial with the police line all the way around it. I'd like to have that on picture. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, I have my trout law bandana on, but I do have my name tag on too. So, the cops are making a lot of texts and phone calls to their supervisor. They're trying to get more people over here to harass and arrest marginalized communities. Now they're taking off. Oh, they're taking off. Code enforcement's taking off. They were told to de-escalate because there's a lawsuit pending, possibly. I don't know. It's very exciting stuff, though. Let's see if I can zoom this. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. They're just taking the comfort of their car. That's fine. I'm good with that. I don't really want to be messed with or have confrontations, but I do want to record what's going on. And occasionally I will ask questions. I don't really answer questions. She's pointing her finger over here. Pointing your thumb over here. They're having a conversation. They're nodding their heads in agreement. They got a plan to keep the community safe. Keeping the community safe. I don't even know if they have their body cams on. I didn't see no blinky light. But they usually don't have their body cams on when they're dealing with the public of poverty. Only when they're dealing with the regular public. But we all should be regular public under the law. That's the problem with that scenario. We all share rights. Everybody here pays taxes in some form or another. Everything is taxed. The coffee he's holding, a candy bar, a soda, taking off. They're gonna follow him probably, or call the police on everybody else. I don't know. There goes Denver. Off into the sunset. He's actually, as far as I know, he's housed. But he's really got some misconceptions about everything. He's working within the system to not fix things. Because you really can't, I don't care what you say, you can't fix anything from within. You have to fix it through you know. Unfortunately, the police aren't going to reform, the city's not going to reform. They've been doing this weed and seed operation where they weed out minorities and poor people and they seed in yuppies, rich yuppies. That's the weed and seed operation. I was in Arlington, Texas during the construction of one of the ballparks where the city of Arlington's police were definitely doing weed and seed and promoting it outright. We knew it was weed and seed. Everybody knew it was called weed and seed. Here, they don't talk about that, but that's what's going on. So these black officers are gentrifying the city and they're going after people of color. Oh, there's people in there. So they're coming after people. Here's a lady here experiencing mental illness that they're about to target, female, young female. There's a lot of people with mental illness here, according to different types of mental health issues, including just stress. And there's the property owner or agent right there, I believe. I don't think that's code. I don't know. They all look alike to me. They're bringing somebody onto the property. They're not threatening her. Just to let you know, they've got arbitrary rules. I'm gonna go over here. Hey bro, that's what he said. He's doing a Terry stop. Two of them.
have any identification on you? What's your last name? First name? Philip. Spell that for me, please.
P-H-I-L-L-I-C.
You have a middle name, Philip?
Ray.
R-A-Y. What's your birthday?
9/26 of age 6.
How old are you?
38, 39.
Sure.
You should always plead the fifth unless you're committing a crime. They can articulate. You don't have to talk to cops. Terry versus Ohio.
Can't be here. They boarded up all the doors and windows for a reason. They're cleaning up for a reason. Cannot come back on the property. Okay? You ever been arrested or been given a ticket and off at any time?
No, sir.
You got any questions about this? I'm assuming you know her?
It's Roy. Girlfriend.
All right. You got any questions?
No, sir.
All right.
I got questions.
Here's, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here's Christian.
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
You like that? Like where people lawfully go? Where can people go? They're threatening the people across the street also. They're threatening to put that woman in jail for trying to get her stuff out that she has to survive on. They're trying to kill her. Hey man, I'm on y'all's side, alright? I'm here filming the cops. I'm Lizard King.
All right.
Alright. So people are being forced to go across the street. They're not being given any pedestrian help or anything. They got the bulldozer back there. So they're going to take their tent and everything that they live off, their stove and everything.
They know this is a problem. Take it forward. Hey, how you doing? All right? Well,
Property owner shaking hands with the cops. Denver used to shake hands with cops. I try not to. Let's just say that much. Steam team. So this is the crew, the steam team. The company, Unit 404, plus Abescape is doing all the work. The city's just got a bunch of employees wasting money. And the owner's running around running the city. And nobody's getting their rights under any laws. They're not getting any rights for property storage, for support, services. The corporal on site now. Will he identify? Will the corporal identify? So many questions. Stay tuned to this Bat Lizard channel. So they're looking for human beings to target right now, to evict without an eviction. Were they paying rent? No. Did they have an agreement with the property owner? Not that I know of. Is it humane and decent to have no solutions and just force people into exile as you target them on their way out? Is it human to allow a little bit of leeway, to give a little extra time so people can get some of their more important belongings out? Maybe. These are the kinds of things you should be thinking about. The what ifs, and how things be better, and what would please lizards. What would make lizards happy? I'm staying on the P. Terry side, so I can't say nothing. But they're going through. So there's a lot of people that apparently come out here to dump. I don't know if they're house people or who they are, but that's the interviews I'm working on from yesterday. I did some interviews in here, but I haven't had time. They show that the lived experience is people are dumping out here. People are dumping stuff. People are coming to set fires and kill them. You know, all the haters are making it worse. The ones that have been trying with the city to, like that Karen, trying to get the city to remove human beings without a solution by force and steal everything that they own. You know, not give them their rights of eviction, of a legal, lawful eviction, of any kind of like solution-oriented thing. Apparently they were offered some shelters here, but there was no shelter space available. But it was like a promise to try to look for shelter space for them. But you couldn't. They'd have to give up their animals. They'd have to give up a lot of their rights, most of their, if not all of their property. The sign police, apparently. A lot of that stuff. So it wasn't amicable for everybody.
Your veteran friend got VA benefits?
He just took off. He was on a bicycle.
Oh.
Yeah, it was when I first got here. I talked to him. We talked a little bit.
Does he have any VA benefits?
The VA keeps people on the streets for decades. There's like over 1,000 veterans on the street. And Mayor Adler said that he fixed it. Remember when Adler said he housed? It's not the city's problem. It's the VA's problem. But they don't do what they're supposed to do in a lot of cases. But some people say they're happy with the VA and their disability, but other people aren't. So I don't know exactly what goes on.
This is the only one. Do they go into Metro? Metropolis? That's the only one that I go to, and they help me do everything.
Okay.
Temple and all that.
Waco? They have one in Waco, right?
They suck.
Yeah, I heard bad things about Waco.
Yeah, because when I went there, my wife was like, calm down. They were rude and everything else. So this guy's got PTSD. He should be getting money.
There's a lot of mental health here. A lot of people with disabilities here. Is what my interview yesterday. I got some interviews that I'm going to publish about. So people have already gotten ahead of this and gotten their word out. So no matter where they get kicked off to, their word's going to get out there.
Well, the problem is we get people who come out here. That the guy over here that I was talking to earlier, he's pretty cool. Yeah. But my supervisor told me a place that actually might be one of the best ones. And talking to him this morning, he said, I don't know if I should. It's better to call. Yeah. Find out if you want.
Well, they don't have phones. Most people don't even have phones.
Yeah, but they can.
Yeah, he didn't have a phone. I talked to him yesterday. He didn't have a phone.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of them.
He lost
There was 30. Oh, did he?
Yeah, it's hard to hold on to a phone in the street. Yeah. A lot of things happen. Because you're being, like, he could have a phone in a tent right now, and they were forced out of the tent, so that, like, their cooking stuff, their medicine, everything that they own is being taken by you guys. You know, and you're in charge of that. You're responsible for that. But there's no solution, no actual solution offered. So where are they right now? They're right across the street, right?
Yeah, I told them as long as nobody calls.
But so that's kind of like a veiled threat. Like if somebody calls the city, so they're not in a lawful spot. The city hasn't offered a solution. The city's just moving people around like whack-a-mole, is what Pastor Mark said of Sunrise. Citywide whack-a-mole. Yeah. You knock them down here, they pop up here. And so there's a problem with that. And how would you want your children to be treated? So there's some humanity to it. It'd be nice if they could get their tent on the outside of the
Yeah, I
fence
can't
for a
do nothing
reason.
about- But the veteran.
But
and
they
stuff,
said that you said that they could.
I'm a
Yesterday.
code officer. Yes.
Yeah.
The other day.
But they had an arrangement, like, or something.
Well,
No, it's not an
no.
agreement.
I just
They have
told him
freedom
make
to
sure
move.
you get it
They go to
done
the red
before. So if they had it,
It's so hard. Like if
Yeah.
I said, hey, you got 1 day to get
I
everything
got-
out of your house.
You got
Yeah.
freedom to move. We can't grant permission for anything. You have freedom to move.
Move, but you can't rest. I understand. So don't go to sleep, sir. Remember that. Don't go to sleep. Move around. It's ridiculous. I don't think people listen to themselves when they talk. That's why we're here. So they're going over here. Oh no, they're just going to their car. Okay. I think my camera's still rolling. I need to turn it off. My camcorder, I mean. I have 3 cameras right now rolling. I have another one I can roll if I need to. Might need to. Oh. Another lady. They're going after. So lopsided. Look, another lady that they're going after. And another man. There's the cops looking in around for people. They left her alone. For the most part. They mess with him. Hey. They won't let me over there either. I'm staying behind this line.
I know, right?
Yeah. See, I'm zoom out there. Oh, there's my feet. This is the line. I'm staying on that line because it's a city maintained and created pedestrian sidewalk, and it's a public forum according to the Constitution. So, I mean, they can arrest me. They can do whatever they want. They've done it before. I'm not saying that they haven't done it before and they can't, but they may not according to the law. So they can violate the law. It doesn't. That's why all my cases are dismissed. That's why we're in civil suit, because the city doesn't adhere to the Constitution and the law. The city doesn't even have a heart. So they're pointing at him to get out of there. He's got 1 leg. It's disabled. He's got a prosthetic leg. Might even be a veteran for all I know. One of the veterans that they say that they want to protect. They tell him to run off. Run off in the distance. How would you feel if your son or daughter was disabled with one leg missing, or 1 arm missing, or 1 eye missing? Couldn't speak, couldn't hear, any kind of disability, PTSD, any kind of disability, back injury, neck injury, pancreatitis, I've seen it all. How would you feel if your son or daughter, or yourself, had all this taxpayer money to oppress it? Sorry, I'm not holding it still. To oppress you, but they didn't have any money to help you. When you paid taxes or went to war or whatever you did to fight for this country in your own specific way, to be in this capitalist system, and the system there's no safety net. They say that there's all these safety nets and that we're giving all this money to people of color and poor people and immigrants. It's all crap. The government is taking all the money, and the rich are getting richer, and they are the real criminals. The rich people are the criminals, not the poor. Y'all got it fucking backwards. I mean, sorry, y'all got it effed up and backwards. Is that better? Sorry, I'm getting all worked up again. I'm gonna try to calm down. I also have PTSD, and I don't like to watch this mierda. Pinche moranos, asesinados, policía. Really.
Well, it's not red. It's got stuff in it. That's not yours? Well, you can check with these folks to see if they got it for you.
you got it. All right.
Yeah, they got each other. Good.
Thank you. And I got, hey, where's Dawn?
These cops are coming across the street. Come over here and see. Now there's a camera. They're gonna pretend they're social workers, and they didn't just kick people on the street. They're gonna act like they care. They also may do warrant checks on everybody that they asked IDs on. They have a lot of options. I'm just walking with the officer. There's no traffic on this road. Really not that much traffic down here. There's just Karens calling the city saying that they want people removed. Racist Karens. Racist Karens. Anti-homelessness is not about homeless people. It's about political pandering to the right. It's about systemic and institutional racism and individual racism, or racists. Contrary to what some of the police consultants will tell you. If there's no such thing as a racist, then what is the Klan? What is the Ku Klux Klan? Which, by the way, a lot of police officers are in far right leaning groups. They're in the Ku Klux Klan. They're ghost skins. They are neo-Nazis, neo-Nazi gang members, American Nazi gang members. They're Proud Boys. They're a lot of things, and so that's real. Those are racist. So if that's not real, then I don't know what to tell you. You've been looking at the wrong news sources. This ain't them. We're not going to be sugarcoating that crap. There's a bunch of more yuppies showing up. Supervisors for the something for the property or something. I'm gonna walk around a little bit. This seems to be a big area over here. You gonna check me for warrants, Black? Do a warrant check, 99. I like your public works streets and bridge hat. That's great. Are you on overtime duty? You doing overtime, Black? You can tell me, man. I won't tell nobody. Your secret's safe with me. You doing overtime for public works? That public works hat? Street and bridges? Yeah. These cops are doing side work or something. Something's fishy about that. Because he don't work for that department. Y'all working for streets and bridges? Yeah, they don't answer questions. That's cool. My back hurts, my neck hurts. I have had a chiropractic visit and a massage, but that'll last the rest. March 8th, and I'm still sore. And I've already tried to treat myself. I'm taking turmeric. Probably not taking enough turmeric. I'm gonna take more turmeric. Is it turmeric or turmeric? That's been my question. Yeah, so there's a whole crew over here from the property, it looks like, or from Abescape or something. Man, this tripod's not working correctly. I just got this one from, says it's slightly damaged, $10. I just got this from Austin Creative Reuse, which they recycle junk, just like these people here recycle reused junk, but they sell it out there. So, a little different. I recommend them. They're my favorite place for art, for supplies. I get crossword puzzles for my friend's elder mother that's disabled, so that she can keep her mind up. It's not crosswords, it's word find. Whatever they call it. Something like that. These guys don't like being filmed. It's interesting that all these people getting paid, laughing, having a good time, sharing their breakfast in front of indigent people that are digging in trash cans sometimes, what I was told. It's interesting how much money you can make doing this stuff. Even the rental fence company gets money. Everybody in Austin makes money off homelessness, and this is the game. Well, that's the STEAM team management right there. So boycott the STEAM team, boycott the city, boycott the STEAM team. You know, go off grid. Start making your water from a distillation system. Sorry, my phone. Scam likely. Start distilling your water. Start using energy generation, solar and wind. You can do that on a personal level at home now. Technology's changed. It's not windmills anymore. It's vibration sticks. It's so cool. You know, get off grid. Stop supporting this. Just stop supporting this. And leave Austin. Everyone needs to just leave Austin. If you came here and you're new to Austin, get GTFO. So the other thing I want to mention, I probably shouldn't. Oh, there's a breakfast burrito. Giving him a breakfast burrito. Thank you for your breakfast burrito. See, they're nice to each other. They're code switching is what my friend Jennifer told me. This is code switching. When you go from nice to not nice, it's code switching. I hear it on the way the cops talk to dispatch and then they talk to us. It's totally different. They do bullying and violence to us, but they're all nice to each other. It's called code switching. It's a sign of, oh no, shit. They're gonna give me a burrito? That's crazy. I'm not eating anything. I haven't had breakfast and I'm still, oh no, I ate a banana. I'm sorry. Ate a banana. I'm not full though. I'm a large mammal.
Long day.
I can help make it shorter. I got ideas if you're ever interested.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I've been doing this for a long time, by the way. I know a lot more about this than you do.
I feel, you know, all I do is pray and try to help out as much as I can. I got a job.
Well, it's work. It's work, not
I
prayer.
talk to them, you know, I try to warn them, hey, you gotta.
Well, that was good too, but like, you know, we need some like more leniency instead of zero tolerance.
Yeah, the problem is, it's not code department. You know.
Who is it? The mayor? Is it Twatson? Mayor Twatson?
Well, you know, the problem is there's abatement. So that's one, like I tell them, keep it clean.
So can I ask you a question
Yeah.
about abatement? So I have a little bit of training in that.
Yeah.
I don't know, 40-hour HAZWOPer. I'm an environmental scientist, all this.
Yeah.
Have y'all checked this building for asbestos?
It probably hasn't.
And so you guys can't be working in here without a lot of
That's not
training.
true.
It is true. That's
No.
OSHA. You're in violation of OSHA. Even being out here without a Tyvek suit and a respirator and having HVAC inside, like you're
If you have
disturbing
your
this makes it dust come up.
If we're not doing any kind of construction on it,
It's deconstruction, right?
we're not cleaning up the building whatsoever.
Not at all.
No.
No one's going in there.
No, so when
Is anybody going in there?
The homeless.
Y'all are going in to look for them, right? And the police.
Well,
that's
we're
OSHA.
asking.
You're putting the police in danger.
But it's not, because there's no construction going on. So none of that stuff.
Have you been in there?
I have.
I have
take
too. I'm
pictures.
telling you, there's
I
dust
know.
everywhere and in the air. So the thing about two things about asbestos you may or may not know, and it applies to fiberglass too. Okay, so it stays in your lung forever.
Yes.
Your body can't deal with it, and it stays in the air forever. It doesn't settle out. It's like not forever, but for a long time.
It does, yeah.
And so when I was running my camera doing interviews in the dark,
Yeah.
and I had my flash on, I could see particles. We weren't moving around, but there was particles flying by, and that could be anything.
Yeah, because you know before.
What year was this built? Do you know?
I think it was the
60s?
yeah.
I think it's asbestos by fire code.
Yeah, no,
which was code compliance, right? Like code compliance made them.
No, code don't handle.
But like in the fire codes, right? Oh, that'd be fire marshal.
Yeah, we
right.
don't handle mold.
But the city forced, and the insurance company forced people to use asbestos to.
Not code.
But fire.
Yeah.
And so now we're in here, and we may have asbestos. Are they going to treat anybody in here for asbestos? Like, see if they can like identify anybody that's got early stages of mesothelioma or COPD?
I mean, who are you talking about? Us?
Everybody involved. Like, you know, it's a health and safety issue.
But they won't go in. So when we go, to say we want to tear this down, well, we're going to try.
They need to test it.
They will.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they pull the permits and all that, they do. So all the old homes that are getting torn down with the new ones, when they do the permit, they do. They look at all that. Now code don't. But no, but they'll have a third-party company come in there and they'll do that.
Yeah, someone certified.
Yeah. So yeah.
You know the Irwin Center? that they're tearing down right now at ET, that big?
Yeah.
Do you know when it was built?
Man,
Because they got no protection.
I don't, but they would have had the test done and all that. So, because you got to look.
Sometimes you get the
it's not
test
the
you
brick
pay
or
for.
anything. It would be, you know, the tile and
The
stuff like
acoustic
that.
ceiling, the wrapping around the pipe.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've worked with this stuff
Done?
before.
Oh, camera.
Oh, sorry. You can't get around? I think you can get around. He doesn't want to get around. So it's going to take a lot of trailers to do this. They're going to be out here all day. There's a lot of stuff, and there was no trash pickup available. There was no dumpster or anything available. The best that people could do was use P. Terry's or some other dumpster, because the city wasn't offering any services. Like, they keep telling you in the news how they're offering services and doing all that. They're not offering shit. They're offering lip service and authority and bullying and threats and Terry stops, and you know, even Denver was almost arrested. He works for the city. He works for the housing people, and he was almost arrested. He works with all the narc agencies, so he thought he could walk up in there like I couldn't. I've already been through it many times. Anyway, I don't know if anyone's going to be interviewed. So they're just doing pickup outside. They're just basically just running people off and making it look like they're doing something. They're not really doing nothing, because there's no point in cleaning up the outside till you go to the inside to bring the stuff out and make more of a mess. And yeah, I hate to talk so much, but I actually travel a lot around Austin and around, you know, just around, and sometimes in different states, and I see trash, especially across Texas. When I pull over on the side of the road, go under a bridge or whatever, go let my dog out, go relieve myself, there's trash everywhere. If you just go out on the outskirts of Austin, there is trash, construction, and garbage from the city all over the place.
And that's code enforcement. So they're out here right now, and the farmers are right now, property in the backyard. That's not going to last for long, you know.
Sorry, setting up my tripod again. Got too much gear. I'm solo today. Not a good idea. I don't recommend it. That sergeant, corporal looks familiar. I don't know what he wants. Oh, he's got somebody over there. He's got Scratch over there. They're letting Scratch get. Scratch had put a lot of stuff in there yesterday to try to keep it out of their way, because he was told by somebody that works with the city or for the city. People trying to get in some shelter or hotel or something.
¿Cuál es tu nombre de canal en YouTube, dice patrón?
Lizzardo, Lizzardo with dos Z y Giganticus. Lizzardo Giganticus. Es live, este live ahí, aquí. Okay, where? ¿Dónde? Oh, Lizzardo. L-I-Z-Z.
Take that over there and
A-L-E-B-O space
take that over there.
Giganticus.
Wait right now.
See?
G. G. E. G.
I got prosthetic and
and-
tools. I
and-
do mobile mechanics. That's
Okay.
all I do.
E.
Allow me.
C. C. Yeah. Oh no, C. Giganticus. Yeah. S. C. C. No. No, stay, not no, C, D, like Z, C, dos Z, pero, let's see, mira, it's not on here, Z, no, that's it, Z, Seta, sorry. Mi español es poquito, sí. Lizzardo.
Hey.
D. No T, D. Lizzardo. Sí. Sí, es bueno. Bueno, sí. Gracias. So one of the workers want to know where this stuff's going. Is someone coming out to talk about housing options? Cool. You talking to David Gray? Tell him I want to talk to him. I want to talk to David Gray also.
Unfortunately, I don't have that connection to him, but whoever comes out, I'm sure they will be able to get that message to him.
Okay, good. Did they give an ETA? You know Amber Price? You know Amber with Post? No. Are you guys on overtime? He's got a public, the other guy had a public works hat. I was telling him not to talk to me. So I didn't know if you guys were working double duty, overtime, contract. Corporal's messing with his body cam over there or something. Messing with something. Police have a lot of weapons and tactical gear and technology on them. So they're always messing with something. One 135-3058. Still running. This is the corporal's car. Just sitting there, idling, putting us in war. Ghost mark. You can't really read that. Keeping you, the community, keeping you, your family, and our community safe by ghost marking our vehicles, tinting our windows, stalking the public for safety. This is 143-0159. Tax exempt. I got other things I could be doing, but this is important work. I don't know who this corporate is. He's avoiding me. He probably has history with me or has heard of me. I mean, sometimes that's a good thing. Depends on what I need. Kicking rocks. I wish they would kick rocks. Who would people be? Wish they would kick rocks. I don't know if y'all saw the officer. She was kicking rock across the street. Just landscape gravel from the power grid on Austin Energy across the street. So that's not going to last long. Austin Energy is going to have the police come out. All these agencies are targeting people on the streets. Multiple agencies, DPS, code enforcement, public works, stormwater management, the homeless czar, David Gray, homeless services. You know, they're not even offering services, they're just coordinating displacements. Yeah, Integral Care. The other one's Foundation. Relief Enterprises. I mean, CG Environmental. What's that other one? Oh, I'm trying to think of all of them. There's just too many. That's how many there are. And there's new ones like Abescape and oh, there's an old one. EPSI, that's the one I was thinking. EPSI. The other one's Foundation, also targets people, steals people from people. And I caught him the other day I caught him the other day. I witnessed him dealing drugs to the streets. One of their members. And it's Solace. He's one of their district reps. I know him. He's a bad cop. He's threatened to arrest me. So this looks like, I don't know, possibly Hungry Hill. The new van. Oh, that's how. Is that Hungry Hill? Urban Alchemy? Urban Alchemy? Okay. You got the green. Looks like Urban Alchemy. Let's say they got some uniform. They'll sign you up for housing, but the housing list could be 5 or 10 years. Like you said, everyone's already signed up. But there's no housing there, or people wouldn't be here. People accept housing. They just don't want to be in a shelter environment that's harmful, restrictive, and doesn't allow you to get up. You're stuck there making money for other people. You're a commodity. Let's go find out. So they're going to come put people on the consolidated housing list, but everyone's already on the housing list, as that guy said. This thing's crooked again. I don't want to say it's so crooked. So someone said in the comments to keep filming, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how good this film's going to be, but that's what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can put that there. It's still crooked, ain't it? Pardon me while I set up my tripod. I'm going to put it between these cars. It's not too bad. It's a little crooked. I like this tripod, by the way. It doesn't hurt my fingers with the clasp like the other one. The leg clasp. There you guys are. Set up. You don't have to worry about me now. Mockingbird is free. You can hear the mockingbird. Hey Solace, can I talk to you? No? I might not do a complaint if you talk to me. Okay. Solace just walked off. Solace just walked off. He's getting in his car. I really want to try to help save people's tent and whatever personal belongings. They're gonna take first dibs over here. There's moving stuff over here, something large. What you got? Some fiberglass?
Yeah, part of a cell tower.
Nice. 5G?
Found one of them. They only got one left.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Where was it?
5G towers right here.
Looked like they were using a slide to get out of the attic.
Right?
Unless you have suction cups.
The police are so underprepared for actual survival. They don't know how people survive. So it's going to cause a lot of stress in the relationships. From what I've seen, these sweeps, they cause a lot of infighting, cause a lot of people to do self-harm, cause a lot of restlessness, PTSD syndromes. They're fist bumping themselves there, as you see. So there is some I'll just have to call it conspiracy theory that the cell phone, these 5Gs, cause cancer and they target people. So, yeah.
Launch up at the top.
Yeah. You ever heard of 5G?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There's people in England burning the 5G towers down because they're perceived to be dangerous. You get the test you pay for. So if you're the company getting a test to say it's safe,
You can't see without glasses. You can't drive, you can't work. You got glasses. There he is.
they're telling them they can't get their glasses. So they shouldn't have had them in there. Austin has a big heart. You can go across the street. I'll probably get in trouble. There's no cars coming. Just following the officers.
She's got, I don't know, that's all. Where are you? Right on here.
That's all boarded up now. They're not
So it'd be nice if people could get their tent out there. You know, it would be nice if you're a nice person. Get them tonight after they leave. Plus, that looked like Urban Alchemy to me. They're a harmful organization. They're just another profiteer. No cars coming either direction. Right to freely travel, whatnot.
Yeah, they went over here.
Verizon Wireless. There's some more people that aren't here. They're probably out running their errands, doing whatever they're doing. They're going to lose everything. But most people lost everything anyway. I don't think there's any criminal trespass here.
They ordered something.
it'll be cleaned up and it'll look better. So, but I'll get this one moved in there. So this is an ongoing. Go through mini locks. It's more when they want to get somewhere, they get somewhere. So you'd be putting in roadblocks and.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
So now I'm going through 2 phases of locks so far here. I went to your last video. Right over here. Yep, you said all this.
It keeps the fiberglass.
Thank you for any help. Luckily, the one in Blair electrocuted. We don't want anyone to get hurt. I mean, safe is number one. And that's what we want, to make sure no one is unsafe and no one is
It's a nice tent. Never heard of Nemo, but there was actually more tent structure that the people live here. Oh, there's people inside without respirators. That's ridiculous. If it was built in the 60s, it's got asbestos. And the city made people put asbestos in it. I want you to notice it says goodbye y'all on the wall here. There's a lot of trauma just associated with this. There was a fire here. As you can see, the roof has gone down, but from my interview yesterday, nobody knows. Nobody was supposed to be in that back part. And they think it was set by somebody just trying to cause trouble for them. No one knows how it was started or why. She's in the tent. So in that closet's where a lot of people, a lot of stuff from people is that they wanted to keep. They were stashing to keep away from the government. The government says you can't keep anything. You had your chance. You don't have any rights. You don't have any rights. You're not going to get evicted. You're just being forced out or you'll be arrested. That's what the government said. The police, who apparently don't know anything about the law, from my experience. They know very little about the law, and especially about the Constitution, and they certainly don't care about people, marginalized communities. They just give lip service to it when the camera's on or when they're trying to rapport with people, but they really don't give a shit. The government doesn't give a shit about you. I'm sorry, unless you're a billionaire. If there's any billionaires watching my live stream, I'm not talking about you. The government does care about you. You are the government. Democracy's been for sale. There's Black typing away his little reports. Wonder if he'll mention that I was here, I'm sure. There's Solus. There's blacked out vehicle. Refuses to talk to me. I could push that issue and probably get arrested. And there's Urban Alchemy signing people up for housing that are already on housing. And then they're going to drive off because there's no housing really available to speak of. There's so many people on the streets. As you can see, the city can't even, the city and Echo make a point in time count annually. They say there's about 3,000 people on the streets. There's probably 3,000 veterans alone that the VA has left out on the streets. You know, I don't know if you support veterans and the wars and whatever, but it don't matter. The city's not responsible for the veterans. The VA is. The federal government has larger pockets. They got trillions of dollars in budget, and the VA has billions of dollars in budget, and they ignore Austin. There's a lot of people that are ignored in Austin, thousands of people. Now, by my calculations, my estimates from talking to people on the streets, there's at any time, any given time, between 10 and 20,000 people on the streets, and this is happening to them every day, almost every week, multiple times a week. This stuff happens. It's different agencies, different contractors, and the police and the city aren't doing any actual work. They're just supervising it. So they said, hey, it's not us doing the stealing. We're not stealing anything. It's somebody else. So we don't know. Like, they're just plausible deniability is all they live under. Truck's still running, keeping us at war. Nobody in it. These are all construction vehicles over here, and they have construction going on across the street to make a new Austin Water Utilities building with that big giant, what do you call it? A big giant water storage tank. You know, that's, I don't know how many thousands of gallons. That's a huge one. Might be 1 million gallons over there. And then you got the electric next door for Austin Energy. So the monopoly, there's no options for other water or other electric. It's a monopoly. A lot of cities there is options. South Fort Worth, you have options of Green Mountain Energy, Texas Electric, all these different ones. Here you got Austin Energy. So it's a monopoly. A monopoly board is real. If you're in the monopoly board and you're not a rich billionaire, you're going to be moved. Whatever happens to one of us happens to all of us. Still hiding? Not talking to me? All right, I like that. So they're always trying to shut me up, have a chilling effect on my voice. But apparently this camera is having a chilling effect on that officer's voice because she's guilty. She would talk if she wasn't guilty. She saw how many people talked. I mean, yeah, they threatened me, but she don't want to give her badge number, which is policy. If not law, it should be law, but I know it's APD policy. And it's the law that they know and comply. I think with the policy and the law, I don't know, I might be stretching. Like I said, I'm just a layman, not a lawyer, just a member of the press. I probably know more about the law than those idiots at KXAN, Statesman, Chronicle, all those morons. Whoever did the report here, that interviewed people outside and never interviewed anybody that was living here and had one-sided story. Whoever that was with the Statesman, and I forget which, it might have been KXN, Statesman, KView, Fox, one of them, maybe more of them. They did a disservice, and that wasn't real journalism. That's that same yellow journalism with zero journalistic integrity. Zero. I wish Solace would talk to me. I want to see if he'll negotiate at all or not. He's a sweet doggy, by the way. I don't remember his name, but I met him yesterday. I didn't meet that man, but I met his dog. He's a sweet doggy. He barked a little bit, but he didn't even know me. He was a little bit shy and scared, but he came up within a couple of minutes. He was up to me, smelling me and letting me pet him. But he's next to that cop, and Austin cops still shoot dogs, as far as we know. They're hiding that from the public also. I've been around and around over that issue. How many dogs does Austin police shoot? Dogs are children. Most dogs, all dogs, there's no reason to shoot the dog. There's other things. They can deploy animal control and get them. They can dart them, they can net them, they can use the loop, the control loop, the animal control vehicle. They got all these options. So as you can see, the city has no options, but they have plenty of money for options. Their options include officer safety and yuppie safety. What about everybody else's safety and health and being able to thrive? What about liberty and justice for all? You have the liberty to be targeted. You have the justice of injustice. Welcome to Austin. We have a big heart. Welcome to APD, always promoting deception. APD, always promoting deception. Cops lie. It's the police, not the police. So they're just going to sign people up on their list so they can get paid. The Urban Alchemy people are on the clock. They get paid for probably the number of people they sign up. But there is no housing. There's no real housing options. There's no housing options today for these folks. And people are losing their property today that they need to survive. A couple Karens back there. Not sure who those people are. The female back, that's that Karen lady from the church. She's allowed back there. If she's allowed back there and we're not, there she is. There she is, up inside there. Okay, set up my camera. Karen's in there, so I'm going to set up my little camera here. Need that. They're letting her in there. They're not threatening her. So like I said, the yuppies, it's weed and seed. Yuppies are allowed in, we're not allowed in. She's not threatening her at all. None of that. Selective enforcement is unconstitutional under case law, federal constitutional law. Black's got his gloves in his hand to get hands-on, to arrest somebody and beat people, but he's not putting them on. This is a white female homeowner, church member, that's doing hate speech against the poor, racist hate speech against the poor, and these two black government employees are there to support her. She's ordering them what to do. If I would go over there, they're going to arrest me. If I go around the church side, she's the agent for the church. She can have me arrested. So that's how far it goes. Make sure y'all contact the church next door. Let them know the harm that they did to the people. I'll go get that for you here in a second. As you see, Lizzardo Giganticus is calm today, ish. I mean, I'm a little upset, but I'm not going off the handle. So, I have been threatened to be arrested already without having done anything. Prior restraint. Other people are selectively unenforced, and other people are selectively enforced. They threatened to arrest Denver, but they did not arrest or beat him, which they would have done to me, because of selective enforcement. Karen's still on the property. So the cops won't talk to me, but they'll talk to the Karen. They won't talk to the press, but they'll talk to the Karen. I think there's a problem here. I think what I need is my tripod thing. Got another tripod. Small one. It's a good hand grip. It keeps me a little bit more steady when I'm zoomed in. Hold on, guys. Let me zoom y'all out. Oh my god. It's terrible. I know it's terrible. It hurts my stomach too. I don't like to watch shaky ass video. But I make shaky ass video, so nobody's perfect. Especially the Lizzardo Giganticus. I am the enemy of the state. My camera creates butt hurt for police that know that what they're doing is wrong. It's their conscience messing with them. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know. Their parents raised them better than this. Parents raised them better than this. See, is that a little steadier, y'all? Share this out if it's steadier. I've made it palatable, consumable by the public. Make it a little steadier. You want to interview? We can interview you about your hat if you want. No? I'm available for interviews anytime. Let me know. Let me know. Don't be scared. A lot of these people in power are half-wits, by the way. They don't even have a college degree. They just have their white, pearly whites, their white, pearly skin, and they get jobs. That's how systemic institutional racism, both of them, operate. Look at your mayor. Look at your congressman. Look at your presidents. Look at your CEOs, CFOs, CIOs. Look at your executive staff. Halliburton, Blackwater, oh, I don't know, just Microsoft, you name it. Maybe not Microsoft. Well, yeah, maybe, because I think Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer are still in charge. Can't get much wider than Zuckerberg and Gates. Can't get much wider than, you can't get more Anglo than Elon Musk, who owns 2,500 acres in Austin. His corporations have recently bought up over 2,500 acres of Austin, where also gentrification occurs, where people of color, people of poverty are not allowed to be. And since the inception of the Indian raids and the colonization on this land, that's been the case. It's just a continuation of colonialism and imperialism that took this land from the native people and forced them onto forced encampments. So if the city had available space, it would force everybody here into their Nazi death camp, like the governor's one, or the one next to it at the marshalling yard. Like, people are being harmed and are dying over there. I would like to see if people could get their tents. That everyone in charge is not wanting to talk unless I'm on their side. They're not going to talk unless I'm on their side. That sounds like fair government and everything else. Everyone has to agree with you or you're ignored. Sounds fair. talking to myself. There's code compliance there, development services, code compliance. There's somebody sitting in their vehicle on the computer. Silverado. So we got Ford and Chevy. Interesting. Usually the police and government uses Ford. So this one is 16B366. That one is 23B072. And then of course we got a police officer. So that stuff is trash. But when, the stuff that they weren't allowed to get out is the problem. It's not that stuff. That stuff was thrown out already. Because there's no dumpster, they just threw it out of their way. And then more stuff was thrown out after the fire from that back room that was set fire by an outsider is what it sounds like. So he's underneath a load with the lift truck with zero head protection. This other worker's more than 4 feet off the ground without a safety lead. So these are OSHA violations that cause liability for the corporations and the cities because they're contracted by the city, and there's some assumed liability. So if these people don't have the proper insurance, if that guy gets injured, and these people are speaking Spanish, no big deal, right? But they broke the trailer. The trailer just broke. Now they got to unload the whole trailer. Sorry, they have to unload the whole trailer. I've done industrial work, so I'm also Latino. No big deal. And that guy could have got injured, seriously. People need to have head protection. They need to have respirators. There needs to be a safety plan that includes asbestos. Like, they shouldn't be doing any of this work. All that material could have asbestos on it or in it. It's all wrong what they're doing. There's just so much waste and government abuse and abuse of people of color. Why do we have to do this work? Why can't those supervisors do work? Why are they always the ones sitting in the truck? You know? Why is the guy sitting in the truck always privileged? And everyone else is doing the work, and the people doing the work are getting paid less than the people supervising, or supervising as I used to call it. I've been in the field, I know. I was an environmental scientist, I was an environmental inspector, worked for the city of Fort Worth environmental government. I've done all sorts of stuff in the past. There's another person talking to the police. Let's go see. So she's impeding the traffic again. Are they gonna force her to stop impeding traffic? Sorry, I'm zoomed out. I hear you. I hear you not talking. The further you're zoomed in, the bouncier it is when you move. Old Anglo guy. They're trying to finish their conversation before I walk up. They're harming people. A lot of people are going to die. Can he have that cart? They can?
Oh, so the cane's on the cart?
No, no. You need this cart? I don't know. What do you think it is? So the man with one leg needs his cane, and the city has an obligation. What? All right, I can't see it from here. They won't let me over there. But we can ask one of them to let you over and look. I'll go look with you if they'll let us over there. We got to talk to the cops though to let us in. Oh yeah, where at? I'm with the Challenger street newspaper and a whole bunch of different stuff. Where did we talk? Yeah, probably. I'm downtown a lot. Four years ago. You remember better than I do. You what? Police shooting? Yeah, I remember a police shooting. I can't remember. Was it the guy in the car? Damn. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think they got the wrong guy. I heard they got the wrong guy. That sucks, man.
Mr. Ingram, I don't see it out there.
Can he go look for his cane? It's
No,
like
it's all boarded up. No,
it's reasonable accommodations under the ADA.
that's why he has his wheelchair.
Oh, he has a wheelchair? Okay. The cop says you got your wheelchair, you don't need a cane. What do you think about that shit? I just hope that these officers themselves get disabled, or a loved one that's disabled, so they can experience the harm that they're doing personally. Because I don't think that they would want this to happen to them. They wouldn't want an officer of the law to tell them, hey, you got your wheelchair, you don't get reasonable accommodations on the ADA. We've sealed up the building. We're monitoring to make sure that the crimes aren't being done against the property, just against you, against the people. So this is a property over human being issue right here. And you know, I do respect property rights. I think that property rights are important, but in this case, the landowner left their building fallow for a long time, and people had no other choice. And I feel like there's some laws there that you can walk, that you can seek shelter and seek a domicile from the storm. I think there's some laws, some squatting laws and some different things. And like, you know, a lot of these yuppies are going to Big Bend and squatting on public lands and living there for years and years. Cop's doing a little nostril maintenance. Nostril maintenance there. Maybe spreading some COVID germs. Yeah, I kind of find it interesting that they sneeze and spit and rub their nose and shake hands with each other and all that, and don't wear any masks, and they use hand sanitizer after they touch us or anything around us. They even talk to us, but they don't use hand sanitizer when they're rubbing their nose. And I'm not even talking about COVID. I'm talking about germs, colds, flus. I'm talking about regular stuff. I'm not even going to get into the COVID conspiracy theory. And also APD says that they don't have to take the shots. They don't have to have the COVID shots and boosters. So, you know, whatever. Universal precautions. No nasal maintenance. What's up, y'all? No hand sanitizer, like I said. Just germs. They're germaphobes when it comes to poor people, because they really think that we're below them and that we're dirty and that they're not dirty, and they're not humans and animals that carry germs. Very interesting how the officers have elevated themselves with the Stanford effect. Look up Stanford prison experiment and you'll see what's going on here. This is a PSYOP operation.
Sir, you need to use the sidewalk and off that property. Thank you.
They're outside the fence, trying to comply. I mean, you know. People are looking to see if they can get any of their stuff out, but they're getting here late.
They weren't boarding you in, were they? They weren't boarding you in.
She's following him even though he's walking away, questioning. It'd be nice if they could take their tent since it's outside the fence. They're trying to comply. It's an expensive tent. I'd hate the city to see civil litigation on that. Not even familiar with the brand. It's probably $100 tent at least. Will you be paying buying a new tent out of your pocket? What's your salary, officer? No name. Can I ask your salary? If I had your name, I could look up your salary. Can I get your name? So I can look up how much money you made off this operation. Because somebody needs to buy somebody a tent and a cane and whatever else that was not allowed to be taken. Personal property. It's also property rights laws under the 4th Amendment. No warrant, no lien. Yeah, I knew she wasn't gonna talk to me. You gonna talk about the law? So this tent over here, I wish that I could find some supervisor that's in charge to let people get the tent. It's outside the fence and it's expensive, and I hate to see the city get sued over stuff like that.
The city has lawyers for that, so that'd be fine.
Oh, I know, I face
It's
their
still
lawyers
on
all the
private
time.
property.
But it's outside the fence, and it'd be common decency.
Moved since it's been put up, so
The tent,
Yeah,
so it can be taken.
Trespassers have been molesting the fence since we installed it,
Molesting it.
and disregarding the trespassing signs.
What sign? I didn't see any signs.
Yeah, not seeing them is part of the problem.
Are you sure they exist? I don't see them. Are you sure they exist? All right, see you later. So this right here, Smart Start Inc. was helping the city and the county. They were getting paid to install DWI interlocks. Hey, Solace, can I talk to you? Solace, can I talk to you? You're not deaf, are you? You don't have a disability that I'm not noticing, are you? Do you identify as mute or deaf? Do you identify as a peace officer that have a sworn duty to interact with the public professionally? What you're doing is racism. Stonewalling is also racism. If you need training, let me know. I'm here to interview anytime. There's another yuppie, a Mercedes with paper plates. Coming to see what's going on. Another trailer pulling in from Abescape. They must be going to, I don't feel like they went to the dump, but they could have gone to the city dump, which is, 20, 30 minutes away. It's out in the country near Creedmoor. Fancy, that's a fancy rig. What's that? A EOS 508, something like that. Mercedes, what's that worth? I don't know, I'm not in the market for a new car. Well, I'm gonna talk to people. It's just gonna keep on going. They're gonna keep on harassing people all day long, and then 5 o'clock's gonna hit and people are gonna be able to come back in and get their stuff, whether the government likes it or not, because you would do that too if it was your stuff. Heck, I broke my dog, one of my dogs, out of a city pound, not here, but in another city, because they took my dog out of my yard. And then they were unorganized and wanted to charge me hundreds of dollars and do all these medical procedures on my dog and all this. Vaccinations, like they force all this stuff on you because it's a money thing. Everybody's a commodity. Still talking with Verizon. So that tent over there, the Nemo tent, is new. It's a new tent. It had stuff in it. And they're saying that they can't have it because they'll get arrested if they try to take their stuff. It's outside the tent. It's not bothering the operation. It's just authority. There's no logical reason for it. It's just authority. The operations are on the other side. That's why people were over here. They're trying to get away from where they were told the operations was, where they had an agreement with the city, with code enforcement, and then code enforcement and the police didn't honor their agreements. And they openly admitted that. They're inside there outside of OSHA regs right now talking to somebody inside. Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna go talk to people. We'll give them some privacy too. This tech works. They're over there. They're running around, making sure they board up the building so that people can't come in. They're just using deck screws into plywood. Yes, plywood. It's like 1/2-inch plywood with deck screws into the building. There's the fronts of the building. So this used to be an office complex. It's been abandoned for many years. It is fallow. There's tons of properties that are fallow in Austin. And when you're desperate, you'll seek shelter. You'll seek a space, a stable space where you can like decompress and have some belongings and go on about your day and your work and your services and wait on the housing list and do everything you're supposed to be doing, but you know, with shelter. And the city doesn't like that. These property owners don't like it. It's an ongoing struggle. And this is the dark underbelly of what the city and the corporations do to people. Disabled veterans, man with one leg, women with disabilities and mental health issues. There's a lot of stuff going on out here. And the streets see it all, and they want me to show you because there's so much going on. There goes Urban Alchemy. They're leaving already. Everyone's still here, as you see. Urban Alchemy taking off. They get paid to do this work. Everyone's getting paid because the homeless are a commodity. There's nobody in the van but the employees of Urban Alchemy. I'm gonna hang out here for a second. See if anybody wants to interview. But I do have other legal obligations. Wow, looks like they have water, some food, a little bit of stuff. That's helpful. But it doesn't solve homelessness. Bottled water won't help stop homelessness. I've done all this before. I've given out food, I've made food, I've cooked many meals, big good gourmet meals for people. Chili and oxtail and soul food, you name it. Soup. And it actually works out pretty well. It feels like the story of the loaves and fishes from the Bible. Gave me the dirty eye, stink eye. I haven't done anything to them yet. But they have attacked my friend and threatened to show my friend their genitals. They're drunk on the job. They have a history of abuse. If you look in the press from Sacramento, California. Where's that guy going? Oh, what he's up to. I'm not here to film them. I'm here to film people getting paid. Nobody that way. Nobody that way. Coming towards me at least. Hey y'all, if anybody wants to interview and put the word out, let me know. All right, I'm here. Okay, we could do that. Can I come over there? All right. I've met your dog before. He's a sweet dog. He was a little shy at first. I met him yesterday, I think. But I didn't meet you. I'm Lizard King. How's it going?
The puppy dog. The puppy.
Here.
The puppy. Oh.
Man. Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
That's some chili right there. Woo!
Eat up, buddy. Eat up, baby. Eat up. Here. You want some chicken?